Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your all-time favorite YouTube show, Page Bait, where I read aloud from the first couple of pages of some of the most popular books that I know absolutely nothing about to see if they are all what they are hyped up to be. Today, I am going to read the first couple pages of a book called When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. But the moon can't hatch. Unrealistic. 0 stars already. Let's dive into this book. Doop doop boop boop. All right, here we have this pretty cover with a pretty dragon on it. Looks like a moon dragon. I wonder what hatches out of the moon. I don't know, but let's go ahead and read a sample. Pretty cover. Okay, this right off the bat, I like we should normalize illustrations in adult books. I mean, I'm assuming this is an adult book. I didn't even look at the genre because let's be real, it's way more fun if I have like zero information on the book. But I am all for illustrations in books for adults. Why do we always give our nice things to kids? Come on, people. Okay, prologue. The world began with five. Five what? Maybe those look like gods or something, or people. I don't know. Let's find out. First was Kalis, god of Aether, invisible to the naked eye, the empty space nobody thought about. So this is going to be a creation mythology. Let's skip this to chapter one. I want to see what. I'm sure it's very pretty and very nice, but like I want to get into like the actual characters of this story. So let's go. Oh, another pretty illustration. I really like these illustrations. To whoever did these illustrations, good job. They're really pretty. Chapter one. 5,165 phases after stone. Oh, this is going to be one of those fantasy books with a lot of mythology with around it, which like some people are very into. So if you're into that kind of thing, this book's probably going to be good for you. I'm the type of like super ADHD person who I tend to like as little explanation about the world as you can get away with. Just tell me about like the characters and stuff. But let's see, maybe this author does both really well. I curl my shoulder. Oh no, not another first person present tense. Stop it with the first person present tense, people. Nobody says, like, if you're telling a story to somebody, right? You get home from the grocery store, you bump into your husband, and you're like, you'll never believe what happened to me at the grocery store. I ran into Sarah, and Sarah was with Dave, even though she's dating Bill. Oh my gosh. You would never say, I run into the grocery store. I see Sarah with a mysterious man. The man smiles wickedly. They lean in to kiss. Like, you don't tell stories in first person present tense. But now I'm getting distracted from the point. So I'm just gonna swallow my pride and keep reading. Some of y'all are into this. There's technically nothing wrong with it. It's not against the law. I just don't like it. Crumbling my posture into something that appears trodden. Scared. Rounding a corner, I step into the stairwell's bottom landing, chased by a parchment lark that flutters so close, I'm surprised it doesn't nudge me to pluck it from the air. As I twirl the thin iron ring on my middle finger, my gaze climbs the heavenly armored guard blocking the gloomy tunnel ahead, arms crossed, his shaved head almost brushing the curved ceiling. Make sure he doesn't get a burn on the bald head brushing the ceiling. That would gonna have. I wonder if all the bald men in this world have like a red spot on the top of their head because of the ceilings are too low. A flock of parchment larks nuzzling the door at his back. Parchment larks are a big problem in this universe. They need to call somebody to deal with that. He's twice my size, boasting a scowl that appears to have permanently dented his face. His disapproving leer comes to rest on the nick sliced into my left ear. Oh, this is going to be one of them dark fantasies where everybody's just like miserable, isn't it? It's like, you know what? Maybe if Lord Evil takes over this world, it will actually improve it because y'all got nothing to fight for here. I don't know. I'm making a judgment four paragraphs in. I really shouldn't do that. I'm not a literary agent. I can't do that kind of thing. I got to give it a couple more pages here. Like somebody with a tiny mouth bit a chunk from the outer shell. Where's my orange kitten? He's been like biting chunks off of my hands. Like he's very bad. He's a bad boy. My clip. No token, no entry, he grinds out, immediately dismissing me as a lesser, a null, someone who doesn't hear any of the four elemental songs. I reach into my pocket, retrieving the stone token, embossed on both sides, with prestigious club's insignia. Ah! What have I done? Get back! There we go. I jumped around. I can't read. Oh, here we go. A maw of stalactites biting in from in all angles, forging the slightest tremble. I hand it over, feeling the male's probing, per usual cut me up and down as he flips the token, his blue armor clanking with emotion. I'm curious to know why he lets the larks flock at the door rather than allow them straight in. But Rave is the outspoken one, and I'm not Rave right now. I'm Kimori Daffydone, I say, tone soft and submissive. Traveling bard. From where? Orig. Orig. A wall settlement I've never been to. Not that it'll stop me from rattling on about if he asks for specifics. Preparation is my armor. Done it. Or die. I have no idea if I'm doing the right voice for this character. She just seems a little dramatic to me, so she needs a dramatic voice. Maybe she should. I don't think she should have a grizzly voice. I think she needs a dramatic voice. He inspects the token, handing it back with a gruff, "No veils!" I glance up at him from beneath a blaze of feather-tipped lashes. Part of my act. I am part of the scheduled entertainment. I retrieve a roll of parchment from my pocket and nudge it toward him. I was warned about the no veil rule, which is why I only covered the bottom half of my face. Scowling, he unravels the scroll, his beady leer ranking over my letter of hire so painfully slow I start to get a crick in my neck, impatience gnawing at me. Finally, his eyes widen with recognition. Oh, you're the stand-in. I offer a shy, demure nod. Then all I really want to do is bang his head against the wall. Hard. She's one of those delicate flowers with mad kung fu skills, isn't she? He re-rolls my scroll and hands it back, stepping aside to open the door. Third level. Mind the waif. Third level. Mind the waif. It's always extra hungry, this late in the Aurora cycle. My shiver is far from fake. Stop taking chunks out of me. Jack, this only supposed to happen in the book. Jack, Jack, Jack. Chunks and scars belong in fantasy books, not on my face while I'm trying to make a video. Okay? Okay, let me finish this video, buddy. Goodbye. I move into the Hungry Hollow's warm, smoky embrace, attacked by a rush of dense musk, ew, and an undertow of sulfur, so it's stinky and it's burning down. The door banging shut behind me, and the flock of dispersing parchment larks. Through a dark tunnel, I emerge at the pinched mouth of the vast, lofty cavern, and the shape of a stony lung. Stony lung. Like a breathing lung? Okie dokie. A swoop of steps leads me into one of the many paths that web through a cluster of luminous springs, steam rising from their turquoise depths. Folk are draped against their steps, heads tipped while they languish in the lapping warmth. A pretty paradise for those who wield enough power or political sway to keep themselves on a cushioned side of the crown. I huff out a bitter laugh. Here, it's easy to pretend our colorful kingdom isn't nesting on a bed of bones. A freestanding staircase leads to the second floor, supported by mossy pillars. I head for it, weaving along the labyrinths of paths when a waft of steam congeals into a pale, lanky creature with eyes like ebony jewels. Everything's like a dark. Okay. Oh no, shoot, I mutter, pausing. We can't say bad words on YouTube. They'll defund us or whatever. Head swiveling unnaturally, the waif looks right at me, sniffs the air, then releases a gluttonous gasp. What does that sound like? What does a gluttonous gasp sound like? Somebody please help me out here. If you know what a gluttonous gasp sounds like, do a reply video to demonstrate this for me. Well, well, well. Isn't your soul a plump, juicy thing? So he seems kind of like a creepy pervert, but he wants her soul. So he's like a soul pervert? Like he doesn't care about her body, he cares about her soul. Interesting. Ah, how kind of you to say. I'll just be on my way. There are screaming spirits desperate to speak to you. How about a small suckle of your soul? The creature asks. I swear it sounds like it's salivating. When you can hear everything they have to say. Okay, this is getting inappropriate, and we're 3 pages in, so we're done. I don't know if it actually gets inappropriate, but I'm done with this book. This is one of them. Okay, this is the type of thing a lot of people are very interested in. Dark, broody fantasies with a lot of like background and history. Not much my thing, but if you're into that kind of thing, I do very much appreciate the beautiful illustrations in this book for adults. So if you're an adult and you're writing a book, put illustrations in it because ADHD me loves illustrations. So yeah, stop giving the good things to your kids. Eat ice cream, read picture books. It's great. Anyway, if you are enjoying this YouTube show, hold on, I'm getting chunks of me ripped out by a vicious creature. He is very, very bad. I am scarred. My hands are covered in scars from battling with the beast, the orange menace. Anyway, if you enjoy this type of video, well, I am shocked, but to each his own, I guess. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to somebody else's YouTube channel because this one absolutely sucks. And of course, if there's a book that you want me to read and react to, please go ahead and let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll add it to my list, assuming I know absolutely nothing about it and it's very, very popular. Until next time, happy reading. Stop eating my face!